Guys, I don't know if you guys can hear the rain right now, but it's actually very fitting because one of the stories that we're going to talk about today is about the Krustoni actually getting flooded. They posted a video because there's heavy rains in Moscow. It's actually going into the rink, which, no panic. They're not even there. They're in Novoskork. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Training very, very hard. And I just thought it was funny that it was raining here. Is it raining everywhere? Is it monsoon season? I don't know if that's true or not. Somebody confirm it. But the main reason why I'm here today is because while I am editing the next episode of the podcast, I want to talk about something which multiple people have already reached out to talk about. And I had seen it on Twitter floating around, and people just discussing it in general over the internet. But I hadn't seen anywhere, confirming it. But it seems to be somewhat true because I've seen a lot of people, oh God, the rain is picking up. I'm sorry, I thought it was ending. That's why I started the video, but it's getting worse. Sorry for the rain. Anyways, the rumor is, which I think is kind of confirmed because Match TV talked about it. I don't know if I want to call it gossip sites, but the usual suspects whenever there is a fight with Eteri and Plushenko over Instagram stories have begun to talk about it, so I thought it was fine to talk about. And it is basically that Anna Shcherbakova has hurt her foot. Very specifically that she has a broken toe. I don't know if it's specifically like broken or if it's just fractured, but something is wrong with the bone in her toe. And hello there, this is editor me from the future. As I was editing the video, Team Tutberitsa's YouTube channel officially released a video of their training in Novoskork, and it basically confirmed that Anna is injured because all of the girls are there. All of the girls, like from the small ones to Adelia Petrosyan, Akatieva, to the main ones, Valieva, Kostornaya, Trusova, to Maya Kromik, and Daria. All of them are there. The boys are there. Morozov and, the Paris team that she just acquired, like a business transaction, is there. Everybody's there except for Anna Shcherbakova, basically confirming that she is indeed injured. And I did say that I was the most worried about her this Olympic season because we kind of already saw the crumblings of her, the notorious Eteri expiration date. I kind of saw the signs and I kind of said, you know what, that was just COVID. But now with this broken toe, hopefully it is not an indicator of more that is to come, but just a minor injury that she has enough time to get healed from. But basically confirmed she is injured because she's nowhere to be found in that video. It's confirmed, and I wonder if they released it right now because the news came out beforehand, because they literally released it right now, like 4 hours ago. So I don't know, maybe they just were going to release it anyways, but this confirms that Anna is indeed injured because she's nowhere in the Novoskork camp video footage. And there's a lot of smiling Sasha, which makes me very, very happy. But you never know what happens when the cameras are off. Not to end it on a sad note, but back to the video. There's no need to panic because, I don't think there's anything that can hold back any of these girls from going to the Olympics if they are given the chance or even just to compete. As we all recall, Eteri was A-okay with Evgenia competing and going to the Olympics with a fractured foot, the entire foot. But anyways, nothing is holding back this girl. But also, we are still a significant amount of time away from the beginning of the season, so there is time to let it rest, let it heal. So I think she'll be fine. But this does not bode well with my predictions that we were already kind of seeing. That breakdown that we know comes periodically when these girls turn 17, and Anna has been 17 for a while. We saw her hyperventilate. We were seeing her struggle, even though she won. This is the thing where I'm like, am I crazy? This girl won everything. She won worlds. She won Russian nationals for a third time in a row. And here I am, once again, talking about how she's breaking down. But she left on a high note. But now this injury does kind of keep confirming the theory that these girls literally break at 17. Again, I don't think there is any reason to panic. But it doesn't look good for the theory that these girls don't break at 17. You know what I mean? Like, if anyone was arguing that wasn't true, this piece of information kind of conflicts that idea. And we all predicted it, turning 17. And just the other day, Alexandra Trusova turned 17, so dun dun dun. It's official, oh God, my English, that all of 3A is 17 years old. And now we wait and just see what's gonna happen. And again, don't panic. There is time to let it rest. What I am afraid of is how this is going to affect her mentally. I don't want her to overwork herself and then also injure herself even further. I think she should be on rest, and I think this is definitely affecting her, beginning the Olympic season or the pre-Olympic season with an injury when you're training with literally all of your competitors. Like every single one of your competitors, with the exception of Lisa Tuktemisheva. The top girls in the country, under the same coach, in the same camp at Novosborg, and then you get injured, it must mess up with you mentally. And I just don't want her to feel like she's being left behind and thereby maybe injure herself even further by trying to go back on the ice a little bit too early. There is truly no need to panic. I don't want people, panicking off in the comments. I tweeted it out the other day that just because a girl is turning 17 and that scares some of us because of the given history that the number 17 carries in the Eteri camp, that doesn't mean we can't celebrate it. You know what I mean? I don't want it to be set in stone that the Eteri expiration date is this curse that as soon as you turn 17, the whole world, crashes all around you. No. We need to just believe in these girls and hope that they can break the cycle. I do believe that we're going to see at least one of the 3A girls on that team. Whether it's Anna, Trusova, or Kosternaya, I don't know. But there is no Eteri expiration date curse. It's not set in stone. Every girl is different. Every situation is different. And hopefully these 3 girls who already have beaten the odds, just being elite level athletes within that camp, can hopefully beat the odds again. Because it is just my luck, as I was literally about to upload the video to YouTube, Anna Shcherbakova herself posted in Instagram. I guess the news was getting a little bit too big. She was getting a lot of messages, and so she posted this message that says, "Unfortunately, the training camp in Novosborg began for me with a ridiculous injury that did not happen during training, so separating any blame from training." Okay. "Thanks to everyone who worried about me. I have received a lot of messages, but I continue to train and look forward to returning to the ice." So, allegedly, according to her, the injury has come not from anything related to ice skating. And here she is training. I don't know if I suppose this is right now that she's just training off ice. But she is in Novosborg because she even is in front of the pink ball and has tagged the place. So I guess she is A-okay and we shouldn't worry too much. Like I said, no need to panic. And now the words come from Anna Shcherbakova herself. Back to the video. I also wanted to use this video to give a big promised shout out to the top 3 designs from the very first design event over at the Discord. We did a costume design event and the winners are in. I said I was gonna showcase the top 3 on my Twitter and YouTube, and I actually wanted to showcase 4 designs because I wanted to give a shout out to specifically one. But first, let's do the top 3. In the number 1 spot, we actually have a tie. The race was close. We have a tie between what I call Butterfly and Hunger Games. Butterfly comes from Dorothy of Oz, and she says, or he says, I'm sorry. "So this is my entry for the contest. Summer," the theme was summer, "is usually about flowers, and since I don't like flowers, because it gives me allergies," same with you there, "I decided to make it about butterflies instead, and I didn't think that the costume would radiate enough summer vibes, so I made the colors look colorful too. The other side of the skirt actually shows the contrast of the front side of the skirt as shown in the picture." This was some high level. This is some talent. She literally showed how in the movement of the spins or the jumps, she showed the movement of the skirt and how there would be colors on the bottom. I am so impressed. Stan talent. Dorothy, you have blown me away. When I saw this, I was immediately oh my God, creative people exist. It always blows me when people have just so much natural talent. Love this. They had 31 votes for first choice and then 20 votes for second choice, and the exact same thing happened with our also number 1 spot, which I call Hunger Games, but she had a different inspiration that wasn't Hunger Games. But just look at this. This is amazing. Paula M.O. says, "This is my contribution. I took the idea of the Summer Solstice Festival bonfires and the idea of celebrating your milestones among loved ones. The costume has a halter neck with a base of white and the skirt has multiple layers of fire and whiskey colors." Love that. "To blend it, you have the tones of flames decorating the bodice. Music would be Holy Water by Janet Devlin." I'll look that up. "I hope you like it. Also, the pose is by the one and only Yuna Kim." Bravo. I don't know why it gives me the Hunger Games when she's twirling around, but If it's inspired on Unichem, even freaking better. And this also had 31 votes for the first choice and then 20 votes for the second choice. It's literally a tie for the top spot. Coming in at the numbers 2 spot is what I dubbed the Ice Princess Blue. I don't know why. It reminds me of, you know, the dress that Michelle Trachtenberg wears in Ice Princess. And the entry is by Alita, love that name, and she says, I'm not the best at drawing, but I tried. Girl, you tried very well. I'm not quite sure if physics applies to this costume, but I'd like to say that it's held together by magic. And you know what? That works for me too. This dress reminds me of the ocean. I took inspiration from the types of dresses that Anna Shcherbakova would wear, so lots of blue. And I love it. It's classic. It's beautiful. I love like the little, I don't know what you would call it, the piece of fabric that goes around the arm. Love that. I don't think I've ever seen something like that on the ice. And I would love to see something like that. And I'm sure Anna Shcherbakova would love it. And because we had a top 3 already, even though there was a tie, I want to give a shout out to one of my personal favorites because I think I should send this to Nathan Chen. Nathan Chen needs to wear this for the Olympics. And it is a male costume. She also did a female costume, which was beautiful. But the male costume really took everything away. Like, I can just see that on Nathan Chen right now. It comes from Yuzu Trusova, good taste. She says, reposting this because it was dark last night and the lighting wasn't great. I designed these costumes for a potential pair's dance team. Probably dance. I tried to add lots of details to each costume. I added close-up of the men's costume to show the detail up close. And I think that's why I love it so much. That vest feels royal. Feels like he is going to a ball at Versailles. And that is what Nathan needs. He needs to show up looking like money, looking immaculate, looking like I deserve the gold. I am royalty. And I just love this. I honestly really truly love this. You made a men's costume not boring, which is hard to do these days because apparently men's only know how to wear tie-dye shirts and black. So I really love this, and I want to give a shout out to anyone who submitted anything. It was truly really fun to see. Thank you for taking time to participate. If you want to participate in any future events at the Discord, the link is in the description box of one of my older videos. You can also find it on Patreon. And yeah, I just want to give a shout out to you guys because you guys honestly made this such a fun event. Again, thank you to everybody, and I hope you guys had fun doing this as much as I had fun watching all the entries come in. Shout out to you guys! Love them! Butterfly, Ice Princess, Hunger Games, Nathan Chen. As always, shout out to my VIP Patreons, Natalia, Leslie, Scotty, and Timothy. If you want to shout out at the end of the video, go over to my Patreon. And thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.